other news tonight, I'm sorry, I'm blown away by Fox News just saying, all right, I'm done with you, Tucker. What the hell are they thinking over at Fox News Channel? I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all the Tucker Carlson viewers who are searching for some good primetime news coverage. You found it here on O'Connor Tonight and Salem News Channel, but what were they thinking? Listen, I don't know. I'm not nearly as smart as our next guest, Kurt Schlichter, senior columnist at Town Hall. He's author of the Kelly Turnbull series of novels, and let's face it, Kurt, you've forgotten more about media than I'll ever know. So you tell me, what the hell was Fox News thinking?
Well, how the hell would I know? Maybe at the Murdoch place they were out there doing ayahuasca.
Do you think this was
ayahuasca?
No, I heard that. I appreciate it. Do you think this was an ideological thing? Do you think it was like, you know what, we're done. Tucker's opinions don't mesh with ours, so we're just done with them. It's got to be more than that.
Look, I've watched enough episodes of Succession to know that probably doesn't matter to these guys.
Yeah.
But Kendall Roman and Shiv certainly pulled a stunt yesterday. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, who else besides maybe Rush do you start getting texts, right, that it's happening?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like getting texts. You hear? Tucker's gone.
Oh, our phones were exploding on this, and to me, there's three questions. What's next for Tucker? What's next for Fox News? What's next for the viewers who were relying on Tucker and Fox News?
I still think we need question zero, which is, what the hell were you people thinking?
Yeah.
I mean, wow. What they were obviously thinking is Tucker is more trouble than he's worth. I don't know why. Is it because of the lawsuits? Is it because of the money? Was he not bringing in remember, these are the guys who knifed Bill O'Reilly at the top of his game. That's how we got Tucker.
Yeah. Well,
Bill O'Reilly was untouchable, and then the next day he's gone.
Maybe these
are guys who pulled the trigger.
That might shed some light on the what were they thinking thing. Because let's face it, in the last, 7-8 years, they lost Glenn Beck, and everyone said, oh my gosh, Glenn Beck, he's got so much ratings, they're never going to recover from that. And they recovered just fine.
Yeah, they recover fine.
They lost Bill O'Reilly. Oh, they'll never recover. They recovered just fine. I think there's a level of arrogance there where they believe that their brand is bigger than anyone who happens to be on the network. And let's face it, it's not like CNN or MSNBC is trying to get their viewers. CNN and MSNBC openly disdain Fox News viewers. They're handing Fox a monopoly. So Fox probably thinks, listen, our viewers are going to stick with us no matter what we do. I think that's a dangerous thing, but that's probably what they're thinking.
Well, I was literally writing my column on this. Entitled, "If You Strike Down Tucker, He Will Become More Powerful Than You Ever Imagined."
Obi-Wan, nice.
Very Star nice. Wars versions.
Yes, I like that.
But I draw a distinction there between Fox viewers and Tucker viewers. I think Tucker was bringing in a bunch of people who are not necessarily Fox viewers.
Yeah.
And he may be a transitional figure in the movement away from networks and organizations to individual brands. And if we have the right technology, I think, I think people will curate their own personal networks every day. Because, Larry, I was using Tucker like an online show. Yeah, I recorded him on my DVD, but I played him when I wanted, and I only played what I want.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with what was on Fox. I don't watch much else on Fox.
Yeah. Video on demand, delivered digitally to whatever device you want. That's sort of the future. By the way, Fox knows that. That's why they started their own digital service, Fox Nation.
But based largely on Tucker.
But Tucker was the main selling point in that. So Tucker, I think we're agreed. Whatever's next for Tucker, he can pretty much write his own check and do whatever he wants. Does he do something independent on his own, or does he go with a group like, Salem News Channel or Daily Wire or an existing concern?
Well, Tucker does whatever Tucker wants. I could see Tucker building another brand. Remember, he started Daily Caller. He's done this before.
Yeah, that's right.
Or I can see him doing his own podcast, his own daily independent show. Who knows? The sky is the limit for the Tuckmeister.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't want to disregard this as an option. He could just take a nice long break and enjoy life. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either. He's been working at a pretty
Nice.
high level for several decades. All right, so what's next for Fox News then? I mean, they're just going to replace him with the next guy that reads a teleprompter. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll find somebody who's even more popular than Tucker. I don't see it.
2 words: Tomi Lahren. I
didn't see that coming.
No, I was speculating that there may be some shows in the future. They decide they want to kind of back off from the populism, maybe manage decline with hosts Jeb Bush and Paul Ryan, or French lessons, where everybody's favorite New York Times columnist gets on and tells us how we're disappointing Jesus.
All right. First of all, I think you're thinking too small. You haven't found a spot for Karl Rove or Jen Rubin. So, I mean, come on, expand your vision.
Rubin, the conservative, the energetic populism of Jen Rubin.
Let me throw this out at you. CNN has a lot of holes right now in their lineup. And as I just mentioned, they openly disdain this Fox News audience. But if you're running a competing network, you've already got the infrastructure. You don't have to build anything new from the ground up. Don't you have to consider maybe trying to steal some of Fox's audience by thinking outside the box and putting some hosts on there in prime time or in the now vacant morning show that presents a different opinion, a different approach to news and opinion?
I'm sorry, I froze up there. I was stunned by your eloquence.
That's fine.
Look, remember, Tucker was at CNN for a while.
Right.
And many times you and I have discussed that, if they were smart, they'd back a truck full of money up to guys like you and me and start the conservative counter programming on CNN.
Give Hugh Hewitt a primetime interview show. It would be great television. It would be very intelligent. I think you and I should do the morning show, because who doesn't want to wake up to us?
Gosh. Yeah, well, I mean, look, that much is obvious. Maybe I can get Don Lemon off and kick his butt off.
You've soured on Lemon already, haven't you?
I get it. It's funny because he's citrus.
Kurt, what about the viewers? A lot of people say, oh, the Fox News viewers are too old. They don't know how to use Roku. They don't know how to go to YouTube or Rumble or anything like that. It's insulting, but they're used to insulting Fox News viewers. Do they decide, yeah, I've had enough of Fox News messing with me?
Well, look, I'm not worried about them finding the technological help that they need, because they have grandchildren, unlike the sexually dysfunctional wine women who live alone with their cats. So they will figure it out, and they will get them some Tucker, and they'll find Tucker wherever he goes.
All right. Well, you got to get your fix at Tucker. All right. So I guess the last question is, wherever Tucker services, will he return with the bow tie?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you because of the NSA.
I say, will Tucker return with the bow tie? Oh, never mind. It was a stupid.
Gosh, I hope not.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
All right, Kurt Schlichter. But the important thing is that you are available if CNN comes a-calling. Kurt Schlichter, senior columnist, Town Hall, author of the Kelly Turnbull series. That could be CNN's solution. They could just serialize the dramatic version of the Kelly Turnbull series. Got to be better than what they've got now. There's more to come. Keep it here on O'Connor Tonight.